welcome back. Let's get to some potion making. If you walk off to the side, you fall. Just so you know. Alright, that page that we got can be put into the book now.
You replace the missing page.
And now we have the last half of the cat spell. So, since that's the important one, let's go ahead and get that out of the way first. We need to grind our mandrake root.
You place the dried mandrake root in the You grind the dried You carefully remove the mandrake root powder from the mortar.
It says to put this into a bowl.
You carefully
Go ahead and go back to the book. We need 2 spoons of fish oil. Bugger. We'll get the mud later. We'll do that spell later. Alright, 2 spoons of fish oil. So let's look for our fish oil. I think this is it.
A strong fishy smell emanates from the glass jar.
So we need 2 spoons of that in our bowl.
Not wanting to taint the spell, you carefully clean the spoon first. You pour 2 spoonfuls of fish oil into the bowl.
Put 1 small ball of cat hair into the mixture.
You place the cat hair in the bowl.
Stir the mixture.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
It says put the contents onto the table.
You dump the oily dough onto the tabletop.
And to mold
You
it.
shape the oily dough into the shape of a cookie.
Wait for it to harden.
Quickly.
Recite the spell.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the turning another into a cat incantation.
Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil, to make a meal worse than the rack from this deceiving little snack.
And then you'll want to wave your magic wand over the creation.
You wave the magic wand over the cookie. You have just created a cookie that, when eaten, will turn the victim into a cat forever.
Nice. Alright, we have porridge. What you have to do is take your little cookie and crack it into the
porridge conceals
porridge.
the crumbled cookie. It still looks as appetizing as ever.
Now that that's done, let's do some more spells. Cut a cactus, squeeze. We need the lard, toad spittle. Alright, we can do this. We have to cut the cactus with a knife.
You cut the cactus in half with a knife.
Squeeze the cactus juice onto a spoon. And then put it into the bowl. So, cactus onto the spoon.
You squeeze the cactus juice into the spoon.
And we take that and stick it in the
You
bowl.
add the cactus juice to the bowl.
Oh, before I continue. Just in case. Cat spell. Save. 1 jar of lard into the bowl.
There's nothing very interesting about this jar of whitish, thick lard.
Okay.
You add the jar of lard to the bowl. You keep the empty jar for later use.
It says to stir in some toad spittle. I believe this is toad spittle.
Toad spittle is unpleasant stuff, to say the least.
Add that to our
You
bowl.
add 2 drops of toad spittle to the bowl.
It says to stir it with a spoon.
You carefully stir the contents of the bowl.
Recite the spell.
With trepidation, you prepare to recite the becoming invisible incantation.
Juice of cactus and toad spittle, upon myself but just a little. With flame and moisture both present, I shall become most transparent.
Wave a magic wand over the bowl.
You wave the magic wand over the bowl.
And empty the ointment into the empty lard jar.
You carefully pour the invisibility ointment into the empty lard jar.
Yay. Lard spell. Next up, brewing a storm. Do I have ocean water? I don't. So we can skip that one already. Done that one. Done that one. Grind 1 spoonful of salt grains with a mortar and pestle. Grind 1 sprig of dried mistletoe. Rub a smooth stone of unusual color into the mixture, kiss the stone, and recite the spell. So let's grab our salt.
You measure 1 spoonful of salt and pour it into the mortar. The mortar contains... Touching this wood,
Mix
you
it.
grind the salt with the pestle.
We have to add the mistletoe.
You place the sprig of mistletoe in the mortar. You grind the mistletoe with the pestle.
Said to rub the stone in it next.
You rub the stone in the mixture.
We can do the rest of this from this screen. Kiss the stone.
You gently kiss the stone.
Recite the
With
spell.
trepidation, you prepare to recite the teleportation at random incantation.
My kiss so tender I now give, so that I may have a chance to live, seeking a place of trouble less. When my smooth stone I shall caress.
And then, as always, magic wand. Wait, on the stone. There we go.
You wave the magic wand over the stone.
I've also been mentally informed that I didn't do the invisibility potion thing. Or I did that. The sleeping one. So let's do this real quick.
You place the acorn. You grind. You carefully scoop the acorn powder out.
Add the acorn powder to the
You
bowl.
put the acorn powder in.
Pretty sure the nightshade juice was
You pour
next.
1 cup.
And then you mix it.
You carefully stir. You light the char. You place the bowl.
We've seen all this already, so I'll
wait
just
until the night-
skip through it.
You remove the.
Let's see. Boil the mixture, remove it from the heat, spread it on the table, recite the thingy. Okay, so exit.
You pour the contents of the bowl onto the table. With trepidation, you prepare to recite the causing a deep sleep incantation.
Acorn, nightshade, together mixed, concoction of a deep sleep fixed. From places of much lesser light, you bring to them a long good night.
And as always, magic wand.
You wave the magic wand over the powder.
And then into a pouch.
You carefully scoop up the powder from the table. With steady hands, you put the sleeping powder into the empty pouch. You now have a magical powder that will put anyone in the vicinity to sleep when poured on the ground in a place where there's both darkness and moisture. The charcoal brazier burns out.
Alright. That was spell, what, 4? 5? Something like that. 4.
Atop,
Let's go ahead and check out the book again. We've got that. We've got that. This is the only one left, I think. No. This one and the Stormy Brew. This one requires... I need to get some more animal hair for this one to work. In the storm, I need ocean water and mud. But other than that, we have everything else. So let's exit. Go back upstairs carefully. Go ahead and close this
you
out.
quickly pull the...
We'll put the magic wand away.
You carefully replace the magic wand, the cabinet door.
Try and get some kitty fur again. Ah.
You are not every nimble you
go.
grab.
Pluck some more hair.
You man.
Alright, we want to get back to our room and hide everything again. Oh, well, I guess I don't need to hide the empty bowl, but oh well. And once again, we can happily wait downstairs for Mr. Mananan to show up. And we'll be feeding him the porridge this time. We're up to 133 out of 210. That's over half the game already, children. I don't really have a whole lot to say, so it'll be mostly waiting in silence. I would do a time fast skip, whatever, but yeah.
Your heart skips as the wizard gives you an evil look.
I am ravenous. Fix me something immediately.
Oh, I'll fix you something, buddy. Here, have some porridge.
You watch, barely able to control a smile from spreading over your face. The wizard chokes on his little snack and clutches his throat. He seems to be turning a somewhat bluish color. As the wizard manages to swallow the tainted, once-hidden cookie, he greedily gulps the remainder of the porridge. You watch, hoping for a sign that the spell will begin its work. But it seems the wizard is unaffected.
Something is wrong. I feel strange.
Really? Maybe you should curl up. Have a cat nap.
What was in that porridge? A cookie?
Ah, the cookie. You know, that reminds me of a poem. Root of mandrake and fish oil, with cat hair over which I toil.
My spell!
Oh, you know that one.
You!
Yes?
You won't get away with this. You'll be sorry, Gideon.
Uh-oh. Ha!
My name is Alexander.
Take that, dummy.
You take a moment's respite at the table, then decide you haven't the time.
So now the timer still runs, but we're no longer on a time constraint. So we'll head upstairs and grab all of our stuff and get the last 2 spells done in the next episode. You can now freely walk around with every item that you have, which is awesome. Also, if you notice, this little picture here is missing a person's face now. I still need to get the water and the mud, but we'll grab
unlock the oak cabinet using the brass key.
We'll go ahead and grab the wand anyway. We'll take a step outside and breathe a sigh of fresh air. Go ahead and call this one Mao Nanan. Save. Alright folks, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one.